Oh, we haven't got the camera sorted out, Ray. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I could just not have the camera, Ray. Could always leave it. I mean, probably get in the way anyway. Point. Oh. Oh, that'll do. I can't bother doing nothing else. That's it. I cut some bald head off. That's great. I like that. Sorry. So, howdy everyone. We're yeah, I kind of thought it. I'll tell you the whole saga of how this started. I was setting it up for Horizon Forbidden West. Hang on, I'll put the camera on. I was about to, set it all up for Forbidden West because I thought it was Saturday, right? So I got it all set up, put all the stuff in, and then I found out it was Friday, and I thought, well, I could do a random stream, but I admit I tried to do a schedule stream, but I put on all the details, and then it wouldn't say like accept those details, so that I could do it, just to kind of warn you that it was coming up. But for some reason it wouldn't accept. I couldn't find the accept or done or whatever button, and so it didn't work. So I gave up on it. Thought, well, I'll just do it live. I'll just press the button. Yeah. So the truth is, I thought it was Saturday, so I was setting it all up, and it's in fact Friday. But I got it all set up. So I want to have a go and have a laugh. So what I'm going to do? Yeah, I know it's a crazy world I live in, isn't it? So let's just see if we've got the live stream first of all. So if you want to pop in, please pop in. I realise this is a bit of a strange protuberary, and I don't know what I can put this in because this is going to be like 3 different things probably. So I'm going to do that one, and I don't think I've done one for the other one, so we'll go with that. I think we'll go with that. So please pop in, say hello. Some of you might not like what I'm going to play, but some of you may. And if you pop in on my stream, as you know, if you pop in on my stream, I'll say your name at the end. So I think that's a win-win, don't you? No? Alright. Right, I'm going to put 3 games down. Right, now we're not going to spend much time on each one. Why should I? So have a little laugh with me, if you can. Unannounced, like completely unannounced, so it's got everybody on the hop, which is, I quite like hopping actually. So it keeps throwing them out, Ray. Oh, it's gone dark. So first of all, just to start off with, just to like warm myself up a bit, I noticed I got some terrible followers on this. So I thought I'd just take this guy out for a little run in the dark. But don't worry, the daytime goes incredibly quick. In my world, I don't even know where I am. Where are you, Ray? Oh, right there. Oh, okay. Got completely disorientated by my own brain now, which is not difficult, to be honest. I'm just surprised it's mine. What was that noise? I don't want to worry about ducking out of the way. Alright, I will now. So we'll do a little bit of Conan, just a little bit of training for Conan, so that's going to be a dull start. Because apparently he's on level 0. And, I want to go somewhere exciting on this. I'll show you a quick look at an update on the castle progress. So I just want to get a couple of levels behind this guy before I push him. And I might do this for a couple of hours or so. That's like 3 different games. I mean, yeah, it's a good random selection, I thought. Things not quite central, Ray. That's slightly better. Thank you. That's alright, no problem. Your head's being cut off, so I don't mind. See, I've got a lovely head of hair up there. Yeah, believe that if you will. But as I said, the refractive of the light bounces off the few heracles, that I call them, and so you can't actually see them because they're so fair and light. It blends into the skin, and you know, you think I'm practically bald, but I'm not. I have a lovely mane. People lying again, or maybe lying again. So there's going to be a little bit of fun on this. The third game I'm going to play is not going to be fun, I'll tell you that much, because I am going to rapidly pull my brain out. And if you want to see my brain being pulled out, viciously, kind of, monstrally. I love the animation on this, it's like, wow. You know, it's like when they make these things, they've got to do them as minimal as possible. So we're just hacking away at a few things. If you run, you actually gain, you know, momentum, as you say in mathematics. So if you actually do a harder hit, so what? I mean, these guys, you know, at the beginning of the game, they can be a right pecking nuisance. That's a good one, wasn't it? Oh, well, alright, it wasn't that good, yeah, alright, you're right, it wasn't very good. So yeah, I know you've probably seen me do all this before, but you know, I like boring people. No, I don't like boring people. I'm trying to speed up things. Oh, there are a couple of graves here. What's this? Oh, no, I don't like that shouting. I got a shield man. That's what I want to know. Don't come the shields and sirens. Don't stop arrows. Well, they have a perk for that, Ray. Oh, do they really? No, well, we can't ask that question now, because you want to show me up with an idiot. Right, that's a nice little backflip you did there before you were severely ripped in half. And I said the H that time, aren't I doing well? Didn't particularly like that. Go, Gorgon the Terrible. I named it myself. One of my finest. I just take the arrows, you know. I've got more arrows coming out of my brain than I could ever want. You know, and as you know on Conan, they give you nothing. They practically give you nothing. They give you the latest old dross I've ever seen of actual loot in the game. It's like a piece of wood. You know. Oh, I'm taking a bit of punishment here from this guy. I don't appreciate that. That's it, Gorgon. You show him who's boss there, sonny. He's pecking at you. Yeah, he hasn't got the greatest hammer in the world. Oh, I'm feeling weak with hunger. Oh, blimey.
Who are you?
Maybe I'll swear today, just for a joke. Are you? I'm trying to talk to my viewers, thank you very much. Gorgon, you've got the stuff to plate up. Plate. Wow, that's a really searingly long death one, isn't it? You gotta admit the ones in Conan death things are great, aren't they? They like go on for quite a few seconds after they die. Is that, I mean, does that happen in real life? That's how I'm going to die anyway. Yeah, people would be going, what the hell are you doing all the Sunday, Friday, sorry, Friday. Is this the same world as my other game? Do you know, I do believe I'm in exactly the same spot. Do you see how that did more damage there because I thrusted my way, not to my head, thrusted my way towards that, so you gain momentum, and the velocity of the momentum gives you, you know, really giving you a bit of science as well. I don't bother picking that up for, to be honest, I can't bother. But the sun is searing down upon my head, you know, I know you love that. You know, watching the, you know, the reflections bounce off of my hairless head. Nice one, Gordon. My God, how are you doing anyway? Oh, this is the guy we can't train up. Forget it, Gorgo, because for some reason, you know. I wonder when they're going to fix that. Well, put it this way, Ray, they haven't fixed it in all the time it's been out. That's pretty doubtful then, really. Oh, you could say that. Watch it, or Gorgon will slice your head off. Strange angle you got there, Ray. Well, that's a good angle. So yeah, I realised I got nobody in on the screen, and probably nobody bothered watching it after. But, you know, I got it all set up, and I thought, well, stuff it, if you don't mind me saying that word. Yes, madam. In fact, you know, you actually go too far with the momentum, because of course the speed, you know, you move it 9 frames per second. I'm talking rubbish maths now. I just made that up. Do you mind stop nibbling, please? No? Anything else? Oh, he's craftily moving back. This guy's got a bit of brain. Let me do this slugs with that brain. Before it does anything, any damage to anyone. Yeah, that's it. God. Brain stops there momentarily. What do you mean momentarily? All the time, Ray. I mean, I could throw myself into the pit there and I'd probably die. So I've got to find out where the house is now. Got the 2 towers over there. Oh, please don't do a reference to that awful film, Ray. What awful film? Look at this. I love the, you know, I've got ray tracing on, by the way. This is ray tracing, yeah, there's a bit of ray tracing going on here. We're at full capacity. Believe that if you will. Hell and well, mate, what the heck is this? Well, to be honest, Ghost, I thought it was Saturday, so I queued up Horizon Forbidden West, and I was going to do it, and then I found out it was a Friday, so I thought, oh, I better not do Forbidden West. So I thought, I'll do some 3 random games. So I'm going to do a little bit of Conan, so not too much on each. A little bit of Conan, a little bit of, say, Horizon Forbidden West, doing a little bit of resource collecting. You know, I want to make sure all 3 are boring. And then the last one, I'm going to have a go at Demon Souls, which is, you know, Dark Souls I absolutely hated. I had a go at that and I got fed up with it in the first, like, half an hour. So I thought I would go at Demon Souls. It looks easier. So, we're just messing around, really. I sound weird. Let me just check the thing hasn't switched again. How do I switch that, Ray? Oh dear, I don't know, Ray. That's proving a sincere problem. Because we're on the wrong one. Oh yeah. Okay, that should improve it. It keeps switching to the switching to the controller mic. I don't know about you, but I don't like mic. First joke of the day. Well, it was actually my second, but you missed that one. But yeah. So do I sound better now? Because it always sounds a bit muffled with the controller one. It's a bit pointless having the speaker really on the controller, since it doesn't work very well. Is that any better, Ghost? And that's if you're still there. I mean, you may have left the building. This is my, you know, how far I've got so far. This is my character on here, by the way. We are at level 60, but this is the place where the entire base, this whole castle, crumbled to dust, and I've had to rebuild it and try and build it as accurate as I could as the original. And we've kind of made a really good go at it, because we've almost recreated the pub with its 3 little toilets. No, sorry, 1 storeroom and 2 toilets. That's much better, right? Okay, so we still got the old Conan thing going on. So I hope you don't mind. It's just going to be a bit of a laugh on 3 different games. you know, if you don't want to see the first two games, you know, I'll do this, then I'll do a bit of Horizon, and then you know, kind of resource collecting, that kind of stuff. It's possible I could do Skyrim, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. But it'll catch out everybody unawares because they're expecting that for Tuesday. So I've done that, and inside I've actually completed the roof. Now what I've done is, before I tried to go for, you know, right up to a point like that. Well, I mean, you know what a point is. But that wouldn't do it, because it could never each. I suppose I ought, if lag is bad, is it? Oh right, okay. Now I made all this out of sandstone purely because I did sandstone on my original one, and I wanted to replicate it. So I did all this with, you know, the creative thing. You know, I'm not going to make all this. So because it's structurally weak, if you try to add lots of different layers, eventually the ones underneath are too weak so you could place any more on. So I had to abandon the point and go for a more kind of angle thing, and I've actually practically covered the thing. There's just two little spaces left where it wouldn't fill in, but I think that's a nice place for the smoke to go out. So I've kind of recreated what I had before, but now I've kind of elaborated it a little bit. So we now have got two stairways here. I haven't finished the top area out yet, so I've done that. So there's a little bit of fun, a little bit of frolicky stuff. Nothing too deadly serious. This is the dining room, so I've kind of done a little thing on the dining area for our slaves. And I'm going to start to furnish the kitchen. Now, because, you know, Funcom and all their wisdom said, you know, if you don't play your game for a while, we're going to totally destroy it. But I didn't know there was an option that said you can disable them destroying it. And I lost the entire castle and everything within it. All I found was a few bags full of gear. So what I've done is I've cheated the gear back in, but I lost because I feel I'm entitled to that. And then gave myself a couple of upgrades, also because of the inconvenience that they did. Now this one here is a nice little room here where the kind of big conference room is, where the big lord of the manor, you know, whatever you want to call him, you know, he heads the table, and then, you know, all the minions, you know. So I've done that little bit there, and then through here I think there's going to be a bedroom area for the kind of, you know, the workers, you know. We spit on the workers. And then upstairs, of course, is going to be the Grand Lord's mansion area. You may notice there's a hole in the wall there. That's because for some reason, well, if I put a cover there, I can't get up this ladder. So I've got to kind of work that out. So I don't know how I'm going to work that out. But I can do the gong, you know, and I can blow the horn, although it takes about 15 seconds to blow. Oh no, tell a lie, it was almost immediate there. And in here are the things that I use to craft it with. So I just cheated those in because I feel I'm entitled to do that after spending my hard-earned cash on doing that. So I'll do about, I don't know, half an hour, 3/4 of an hour on Conan, where we'll just have a little romp about. Right, now I have Gorgon the Terrible with me today, and he's not quite as terrible. So I have recreated. Now all these people here were underneath the ground because Funcom haven't worked out how to stop people falling through the world. But if you put them on a foundation, they don't fall through the world. I actually worked that one out myself with my own brain, and I was able to go into ghost mode, which is, you know, if I go into ghost 57 mode, right, I can go in and be a ghost like this, right, and I can go through the floor and go down to where they were, you know, like several hundred feet below, and I can pick them up and bring them all the way back up to the top. So that's how I got them all back. So probably Funcom thought, well, why bother to fix it? Because, you know, you can just do that if you want. So I put them on that foundations, and now they're fine. Right, stand of attention, stand of attention. Now we have, yeah, the ones that are named are actually more powerful people. Alright, they have a lot more health. Apparently I can't get hold of this one. Still wears a wonky in most games, yeah. The building in this is absolutely fabulous. It's far better than Ark. Because if I want to make a basic wall in this, so say I just want to do a basic wall, alright? Say sandstone, right? Which is, you know, pretty much like stone, although it's probably a bit better, right? And I want to do one of those. It only cost me 35 stone and 5 wood. Now, in, you know, as you know, in it's about that more like 80 and like, you know, 20 wood. So that's significantly lower. So far easier to build stuff. Very low things here, look. So it's much easier to build in this. And the tools that you have in this, they on this, when you put a wall down, it queues up the next one for you. So therefore you can just run along a wall and go click, 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 and just fill them in really rapid pace. So this is a great one for building bases, and that is fantastic. It's not quite as cool as say Ark, you know, with all the dinos and all that lot. But there's lots of boss battles in here, which is really good fun. You get some real good stuff from that, like massive weapons. I could show you. I'll tell you what. Just a quick go. We'll have a quick go on one of the minor bosses, which is down by the lake at the bottom. And then in a little while I'll change it to another game. Yeah, I thought you heard about Demon Souls. You know, it was the first game of the kind of Dark Souls series. Dark Souls was followed on from Demon Souls, but apparently I've heard that Demon Souls is the easier of all those games. So I thought I'll have a go at it. So I had a quick go the other day just to get a hang of the controls. I think the sword is about to break, but I have a couple. I think I have some daggers. Now daggers do bleed damage, which means they will bleed over time. Now I've got to be careful here because my follower could die. But I think we're well capable of taking it on. He hasn't got a great weapon, this guy. He's only got, mine does about like 50 or something. His only does about 30. So it's going to be a little bit tough for him. I'll give him a weapon, but I can't mold, to be honest. So, and he's a gigantic crocodile. Normally they're that size, and this guy, you know, he's got 3 skulls on it there, so he's a pretty tough guy. But he has a very basic animation. He goes like that. So all you got to do is sidestep him when he does that, and he just keep doing this. It's just a piece of cake. Occasionally he would do his triple swipe of his tail. Oh yeah, well he does take a, yeah. So as long as you get out of the way as he lunge, and they're all pretty much the same. They all do a lunge forward, which you just have to sidestep. They're not the greatest AI in the world. As you can imagine, it's pretty shoddy. Now with this one, I can do this. Whoa! Because I have daggers. And I can go whoa like that and get out of the way. But if I change to this, I get a completely different animation. So depending on your weapon, you get a different animation. Gorgon so far is doing tremendous. Oh yeah, he does his triple tail swipe, which, you know, can be quite nasty. So we'll just take this guy out, and then we get a nice high-level weapon from this guy. Now you do occasionally get stuck inside the creature, but it's not quite so bad. One thing I have noticed on Series X, this runs absolutely perfect at 60 frames a second and 4K, right? But on this, it's still jittery. It's still a bit jittery. So you could say the Series X is a bit more punch than the PlayStation. But to its advantage, PlayStation loads games much quicker. You know, Forbidden West in like 13 seconds. Ghost, would you be interested if I replayed Zero Dawn? Because I've already done it on hard. I'm now going to do very hard, and I'll just want some input on whether it would be interesting enough to watch. So you can see like what she got up to really, and what her story is. I'm not doing it as a way to, you know, try to shoehorn you into watch my Horizon Forbidden West ones. But if you think it might be interesting, I am going to do that very soon, possibly on a day that I'm not normally streaming, and I'll try and advertise it beforehand. But I lose track of the days, to be honest. Now I could just do the shield, although I didn't get out in time there. But I could just hold the shield, and that will resist some damage, although not the tail swipe. But if he goes to bite me now,
you've got no chance, me.
Well, he tends to like me. I think he likes me follower. So I'm going to mince him any second. Oh no, he was killed! By the way, have you checked your email? Oh, I checked it yesterday. Oh my god, I do believe I might die here. I have a tremendously good... I can't believe my follower died there. That's kind of selfish, isn't it? Let's see, you just duck. You just stand there. Oh, my sword broke. Oh dear, what am I going to do now? Well, we have a double-handed swiper. Which that's what I dub it. But yeah, see, he's got the same animation. It's pretty dull, isn't it, really? Just go to the side. I'm surprised, actually. He did. All my other followers have survived it. You're not interested, but people might be. Okay. But I'm going to play that anyway on very hard, and I just didn't know whether to stream it or not. But I generally, if I've shown those, they haven't, not many people have watched it anyway. So I had an idea that probably nobody would want to watch. But I just thought, I was just sorry that I didn't do. What was it? God, my brain's gone dead. Sorry I didn't do Ghost of Tsushima. So I couldn't think of the name of the game. I wanted to do VR yesterday because I like to get into that now and again, and I did a little recording where I tried to do it nice and smooth for everybody. Alright, he's nearly dead now. Just wait for him to lunge and there he goes. And then we hack at him and we get some meat or whatever. But then we get a special key, a skeleton key, which is the answer to, obviously the key to open a safe. And the safe is hidden behind this rock just here, which gives you a weapon that's with a good 50 to 60 damage. 54. Yeah, my eyesight is terrible. I must make do a sight test. Apparently Jess says there's a terrifically long queue for sight tests of like a year or something. Mod was just curious if the mod was usable. If that mod was usable. Oh yeah, I read that one, Ghost. Yeah, I read that one about your, what was it, PC Harvest Overhaul? Yeah, I read that. It's not on Xbox. And I had a job to find it on PC as well. But I did find out that, take all the stuff off him now. I'm probably overweight now. So, we got that. I can still walk, thankfully. And if I put away my weapon, I should be able to walk a bit quicker. But yeah, I could fast travel though. If I knew where the map was. Oh, do I have a clue what I'm doing? I really don't have a clue what I'm doing half the time. So our castle is at the top of this rise here. So where that little thing is. So I can just teleport. I do that mainly because it's easier for streaming. I don't, I can already go to these places no problem at all. But I did that just to lighten the load on people watching, because it'd probably dull me running a long way. So I got to put this on somebody else now. This wonderful armor. I don't think I've got. I think I've got swashbuckler Jira. But he's already on nearly 3,000, and by the time he gets to level 20, he'll probably be up to about 4,000 something, which is probably one of the highest you can get. So if they're named, they are the highest value people in the game. So let's find somebody who's half decent. The level 3 ones are better than the level 2, obviously. Just see if there's anybody decent who's named. Well, he hasn't got a lot on him. Go on then, you can put it on then. And then you can just equip it. Now if I just do that, it just equips. Although I don't think I should give him the good stuff. I'm going to give him this crummy stuff. Give him a stupid skirt. What else is missing? How come there's somewhat missing there? Is that his hands? It's probably his hands. There they are. Enjoy the 266 armour that I just give thee. Anybody else suitably? What about you, darling? Oh, he's got just normal clothes on, so we'll give him a hat. Oh, we'll give him a hat and a coat. Sorry, a dress. I said a coat, I meant a dress. Oh, you want some trousers? Oh, that's no good. And we'll drop that because you know we don't want cloth stuff. So yeah. So quick on, Conan. So I can just take you to a couple of places. I mean, I don't know if you're still watching, but oh god, I can't remember the map button. But I live streamed this a couple of years ago, and I've been practically everywhere. And I went to all these places on a quite low level, and I got mercilessly destroyed sometimes. When it comes to September, I think they're actually bringing out a new magic system to the game, which makes it tremendously good spells. Like you can cross a big, like a big gap. You got, to get to the other side. There's a huge big ravine. You can craft a bridge to go across the ravine. You can do a spell that stops you from having fall damage. You can do like a ghost person that people attack, and you're invisible. So they attack that instead of you, like a doppelganger. Brilliant stuff coming to Conan. So yeah, a lot of people are playing Conan in anticipation of that. Now this is where Ghost. I don't know if you're still watching. Probably not. I don't think I got it on this one, where I built an entire recreation of Riverwood in Skyrim. I did that on my Xbox, so I haven't got it here, and I did it just about in this region here. I think it was just somewhere here is where we did it, somewhere along this river. So it's either that bend there or that bend there. And it was rather excellent, I thought. Let's just go there a minute. It's pretty much deserted there. So I'll just do a little bit of Forbidden West. It'll only be resource collecting, but I might, come up across something, evil. So yeah, just here in this area here, I've recreated. Although it may have been just further along, I've recreated Riverwood. So I went through Skyrim, and I took tons and tons of pictures. Oh, I'm trying to fist fight it. Now wolves in this game are pretty darn... They'll rip your head off. But I'm level 60 now, which is maximum. And I got a vicious sword, which does 76 damage, which is probably one of the highest in the game. Normally it's around about the 50 to 60. So that rapidly demolished it. But normally, So yeah. So if you want to see that, have a look in my Conan one, and you'll see there's one in there called, Sky. Was it Riverwood in Conan? Have a look at that. It's an exact replica, as close as I could get, of Riverwood, because I looked in, as I said, took a load of pictures, and I completely replaced it with an identical copy on this. Practically, almost the same, as close as I could get it. I did absolutely as accurate as possible. And it came out fantastic. The guy that I saw do it, that's where it gave me the idea, he kind of elaborated it on, kind of changed a lot of things, where he put things in there that were nothing like the real thing. So I wanted to do it realistically. I think it was right on this bend here. So I wanted to do it more realistically than him. So I did that. Now there's many high-powered places here which will rip your head off, and one of those is the Forbidden City. This will literally rip my head off if I try and come in here, but I'm level 60, I should be able to handle it now. If I get to there, I can build a war room, which is a map of the entire world, practically. Well, more of the centre and the surrounding area. I think it covers a big chunk though. It covers a lot of this area here. So it's probably about this area that it covers. And there are obelisks, and if you interact with the obelisks, that gives you the option to build a war room map, which is pretty darn big. It's pretty huge. Let me just come back to where my base is a minute. I mean, I don't even know if you're still watching, to be honest. But well, if I'm with Demon Souls, I mean, you want to see me mercilessly get killed, that'll be the one. I think you automatically get killed at some point. That's part of it. But yeah, I think this is a darn good castle, really. Oh yeah, you got this little message as you come in. I think that's quite a nice castle. I had to watch somebody how to do a circle, and you can do, if the wider you do this, the more circular it looks. So I did a, you know, quite a nice little thing, and I can go into admin here, go into. I tell you, my eyesight is awful, really is getting bad now. There is a fly option, so you can do this. So this is my castle, an overview of my castle. I'm just putting the roof on the pub. This is one that we dubbed the William Penny pub, and we had Will's Corner, which is the little corner bit there, little corner table. That's Will's Corner, so I got to put a sign up for that. And this is the whole house. So you have got a kind of cheat mode. You got to enact this particular button. So if you go into settings, go to that, and then you say make me admin, then you're allowed to cheat, and you can change all the settings of the game, so that you could do it so that it makes it a bit easier for you. You know, you can do crafting, make it faster, which is what I did, because it is ridiculously slow, the crafting in this game, and sometimes it takes days to do things, and it's ridiculously low. So if you want to get back out of that, you just go back in there, back there, and this is where you can search for anything, like say a sandstone stuff, and it already remembers from the last time, and then you can go to building, and it just, you know, you can just grab one of these, like say that, and you can just spawn that into the world. You can also mess around with your health, and so that's how I built this castle, by spawning it in. Right, I'm just going to come out of flying mode now. So if we go to walk, we'll go back again. But I only use that for building, and yeah, that's about it really for building, because it would have taken me a long time to get the resources to make all this. Right, anyway, I think that's boring enough. I mean, I could go through an entire camp and demolish them, you know. Would you like to see that, Ghost? Me completely destroy everybody, although I'm going to get myself a sword first because the other one's broke. Because having a shield is very handy in this game, because you can block all these attacks. And you have got a first person mode as well, which is another reason why I like it. Oh look, we're waiting for data. What's that? In here I've got a load of weapons. Some of them are not very good because I haven't crafted them yet. Oh god, I can't even read that. So I can do that, and I could put that in there like that, and then we can get rid of the other one. Well, in fact, I could use this bloodthirsty thing here. Actually, that's not a very good one. That's the one that we got from the thingy. I'll dump that as well, because I'm limited on how much I can carry. And then there is a place down here, which is the kind of high level place in this particular area. There's loads of metal here, which is why I'm here. It's because there's loads of metal. There's metal all the way along here. There's metal down there. There's metal all the way around the corner. It's metal all over the place, and there's tons of coal. You know. Hang on. But yeah, the shield is a bit slow at coming up, but yeah, you can block the thing there and you won't take any. Oh, I forgot when I put my shield up. This is a two-handed weapon, but this is pretty good. It's like a katana. You know, there are quick attacks and a big attack, so you can go poof like that. And here do his little. Particularly good weapon because it does it like that. I could go through this camp and I could rip them to shreds, but I can also knock them all out if I got a knocker. I haven't got a knocker on me, but I can go on, knock them out. If you knock them out, you can drag them back to your place, put them on the wheel of pain and break their will, and then they become your slaves and they will help you in battle. But I can dissect these people now. You just got to watch the. You can't break their animations, unfortunately. So you got to get out of the way. I can quickly demolish these people. And as soon as you go inside, it gets dark. Just to make things a little bit difficult for you. I can go for mercilessly kill them because I'm only level 60. But you got to watch out for the. You know, once they get into an animation, you can't avoid it. Bar roll. And these guys will nibble at you. Oops, I missed. The momentum took me forward there. Yes, you are handsome. And yeah, see what I mean? You just cannot block it. It's one thing wrong with this game is you can't block it. I'm gonna hold this shield up a minute. Flame's firing flaming arrows at me. And when you get hit, it does take away your. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. There's lots of blood and gore in this. It's always a bit fun, isn't it? But yeah, for combat, you know, this is a good game for combat because it can be pretty tough at times, especially early in the game. It is a real nightmare, and you could easily get trapped in a load of people there, and it is very difficult to get out of because you know they stop you from getting out. I've got no stamina now, so therefore I'm at their mercy. If I take a potion and they hit me, it will immediately cancel my my health potion. So you have to dodge first and then go for the kill and take a tablet. But yeah, they hit me, so that immediately stopped my refilling my health. So you got to be very careful in this. You got to take it when nobody's shooting at you, otherwise it cancels it out. Who is shooting at me? Somebody is hidden somewhere. Oh, that person there. Right, I come in. Can I take a potion now? As soon as you get close to the this bit here, the drums start. I've got plenty of potions, plus another 10 spare in my pocket. Hello everybody! Welcome to the party! Let's duck and dive, go for the archers. It also goes dark when you get in here as well. Oh, we got a nasty archer there. Get off. Yeah, they're a pain, the archers in this, I'll tell you. But yeah, this is kind of the equivalent to Ark really, except this is more combat based, where you're fighting people, as Ark is dinosaurs. That was nasty. Yeah, see what I mean? He's kind of nibble at her and they hide in the bushes sometimes. And then I'll pick up all the loot. But I could knock every one of these out and then take them back one at a time to my base and turn them into thralls. This is great fun. And if there's somebody named, they are going to be a more powerful person. Right, I'm going to hide behind here a minute and duck. Oh Christ, I can see you madam, she's only a cook, but by God she's not bad with a blade. We can climb anything in this game as well, apart from when you get inside the temples. You know, the like cave wall things. Oh, I'm starving. Oh yeah, yeah, that will take away my health actually. So let me eat that. Yeah, so I'll watch that because that will nibble away at my health, and so if I run out of water as well. Oh, that guy is named, so he's stronger. Although I just sliced him and diced him there. Just a trail of blood everywhere. And it's got wonderful shouting in this game. There's another named guy there. But it didn't last long. Oh crikey, where did I go? Yeah, if you drop your weapon, you go into first person because I set first person to be on first person. Don't get up! But yeah, usually I just pick up the arrows and things like drinks. So I'll pick up those arrows and drinks. I better eat before take my tonic. I've got two different types. One that kills a huge amount of stuff and one that doesn't. This stuff here, that's the stuff to pick up, plus the high level wood. Possibly the war paint, although I think I already got that. A panther trophy, I could stick that up on a wall. And then we go in and we look at all the chests. Sometimes there are books here to interact with which teach you new skills, like a new cooking recipe, or it might be a new weapon, something like that. So go around at all these chests. There's a food as well. Or I keep forgetting, if you're just hovering over it like that, you press A to put it in. But if you actually open it, it's a different button. Don't know what you find that a little bit confusing. So you can come here and get a cook, and then the cook will actually make your cooking faster. So with all the things like the armory and all that lot, if you put a thrall on it, they've got to be like a carpenter person or a cook or whatever, and that speeds up the time it takes to make it. So you get a really good buff from that. So you press A to kind of pick it up if you're looking at the box, but if you're in the box, it's a completely different button. It's kind of, that's a little bit confusing, isn't it, for an old guy like me? But I quite like this game. It's got all the kind of hallmarks of Ark, except it's humans instead of, it's got that crafting survival thing. It's almost like, I wouldn't say it's a rip-off because it is a different kind of game entirely. I should pick up that because you don't get that much. Oh, that's dye. That is dye there, which is always handy. That is glass, which is handy, and so is that. That's reinforcement for making certain things, certain buildings and things. I always pick up this dust because you don't get a lot of this. It's hard to find. Oh, there's some steel or silver. There's some demon blood, which is useful to make the high level stuff. That is oil. If you throw oil and then you light it with a fire arrow, it sets it aflame. This guy just stood there. Oh, by the time you think about it, mate, your head's chopped off. Gore. You can turn gore on or off. You can also be completely nude in this game. There's an option to have full nudity, and I mean full nudity, everything hanging out, and males as well. So if you want to go down that route, that is available. I put it on for a laugh because you could even adjust the size of people as well. So if you've got a man, obviously you can adjust the size and you can go from tiny to very big. Well, biggish. And the same with a woman. Now this one here is, as you can see, she's well endowed. Well, I say if you've got the ability to do it, why not give it a go, eh? So I've had a little dabbling on that, a little bit of fun. There is a special bench where you can actually change your features as well, but you've got to learn that first. So I can mercilessly go through that camp. And I can put this away, I can run a little bit faster as well, and I go on the first person. Well, I can easily switch between the first person like that. Well, I like it. I like it. It's got, I wouldn't say it's got, it's not Elder Scrolls, because, story-wise it's practically non-existent apart from notes. Anyway, I think we'll switch games now. Let's see. Can I press this home button while I'm recording? Let me just check I'm recording first. Oh yeah, I can, because that tells me how long it's going. I should be able to switch between a game and it will allow me to do so. Alright, so I'm gonna, so if I switch to say Forbidden West,